we wait and see what's going to happen. If had it been there wasn't an action taken yesterday, of course we could go ahead. But since the matter has been referred to ICPC, let's wait and see the outcome, and then we can act.
Okay.
So I'm not impeaching. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not trying to take away the right, your right to come under privileged state to ventilate your view on any issue. You have the right based on this order, right? But in view of what is happening, what has happened yesterday, I believe that we'll wait and see what comes out from that investigation before we go further.
Okay, I have two observations, Mr. President. Quite all right, I agree with you. I don't have any problem with that, and I supported the move by the presidency and other agencies. But this is a constitutional right which I am enjoying as Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I am coming to from another direction, the Appropriation Act. It creates an image of, therefore allowed me even to read my prayers then as a privilege, which I read it. And whenever a matter of privilege came up, I am pleading with Mr. President to allow me, just to hear me, then you will decide, the chair can decide.
But, well, I'm not, what I'm trying to say is this. The way you've come to ventilate your view,
me to jump into the resolution.
The way you come to ventilate your view, you are coming like you are presenting a substantive motion. But if you say it, if you say your mind about, what you feel about it, then of course the Senate will look at what should be done. I'm just trying to guide you, but
I am properly guided. But
you can go ahead.
I think you allowed me.
You can go ahead. I don't want to repeat it.
I thought you allowed me to use to go through that order.
Are you coming under point of order?
I am. There is some subject order. There is an order.
What order?
There is an order. There is an order.
Mr. President.
There is an order.
Okay, wait. You may sit down. You may sit down. You may sit down. You may sit down. Continue.
Allowed me to finish. Then he will come with his order.
Okay.
Then, further note that notwithstanding the executive public disapproval of this agency, the entirety was incorporated in 2026 Appropriation Act under Code 011106201 with a budgetary allocation of 1.302,000,000 naira, 978,000, thereby raising a serious question regarding the integrity of the budget preparation and appropriation process. Aware that the budgetary provision comprise personal cost of 800 plus, overhead cost of 200 plus, and the capital expenditure of 300 plus. And that also section of media initially describes the matter as 2 billion scandal. The verified appropriation stands at over 1.3 billion naira for an entity now officially claimed by the government to be non-existent. Concerns that inclusion of purported non-existent or unauthorized entity in the national budget undermines the credibility of the appropriation process, expose weaknesses in international budgetary scrutiny, erode public confidence in the National Assembly, and subject the federal government to avoidable domestic and international criticism regarding transparency, accountability, and fiscal governance. Also concerns that unless the circumstances surrounding the inclusion of this agency in the 2026 Appropriation Act are thoroughly investigated, the public confidence in the integrity of the budgetary process and the oversight function of National Assembly may be signified and diminished. Therefore, I am urging the Senate to condemn in the strong term the administrative lapses, internal collaboration, or fraudulent schemes that enable a purported, non-existing, and unauthorized entity under Budget Code 011106620001 to be incorporated into the 2026 Appropriation Act. Direct the Senate Committee of Ethics Code of Conduct and Public Petition and Appropriation to conduct a comprehensive investigation surrounding the inclusion of Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council in 2026 Appropriation Act with a view to determining the process through which the sum of 1 billion plus was proposed, scrutinized, justified, and approved during the appropriation process. The ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as public official or other person responsible for facilitating the recognition and the inclusion of this agency in the national budget, and whether any fund have been released, committed, or expanded under the budgetary allocation, including whether any bank account has been established or operated with a budget line. This is the angle I am coming, the angle of budget, which is our constitutional responsibility. I so submit, Mr. President.
Like I said, the civil colleague, he came under